Hello everyone and welcome to the Kickabout. I'm joined by Lee this evening. It's only me and him tonight because Dan is on holiday and Josh has got, is it scabies or something?
It's some weird old disease.
Bird flu, I don't know, something.
Something contagious.
Yeah, yeah, stay away from us. So we've got the helm tonight. We are going to talk about West Ham and Chelsea this evening. I do love the fact that every time, almost without fail, that Dan is not available, whether it's illness, holiday or whatever, United get a win and
scab some sort of result.
Yeah, but he's never here to talk about it. And when he watch them lose 4-0 to Brentford this weekend when he's back next week.
I really hope so.
There is also half a chance there'll be a live stream next Monday for the David Moyes derby, Everton against West Ham. So we might forego some videos next week to just maybe talk about some stuff on the stream. I don't know who will be doing it. Me, obviously, for my pay and my sins. Actually, I might just get you guys to do it.
No,
so I ain't got to fucking watch it.
No.
I'll go down the pub, you stay here. Yeah, so that might happen next week, so I'll let you guys know if that is the case. But we are going to start talking about Chelsea because they turned out another stuttering performance, shall we say. Not helped by Robert Sanchez booting and Burmo into space 4 minutes in.
I think you get the ball. No, it's terrible. It wasn't a great start, was it?
No, I mean, I watched a replay of it, and you watch his starting position. He
doesn't know whether to go.
Yeah, and then gets caught in two minds. And in the end,
he's in like no man's land.
It was weird because when you watch it, it almost looked like he just went, nah, fuck it, I'll just kick him. Like he looked like he really made so little attempt to actually try and get the ball.
Have you seen the video from behind Maresca?
No.
It says they got like Maresca's point of view,
right?
And he's watching it, and then he kicks him, and he just turns around and goes, he knows what's going on. He goes like that, just walks back.
Yeah, I mean, Sanchez knew. I mean, the whole world knew. I mean, I would argue, you could almost place an argument on saying that it could be red card for violent conduct, let alone the last man, because he absolutely swiped him out. Of course, that kind of kills the game at that point, doesn't it? Do you? I mean, obviously, we'll talk about Maresca now. The substitutions.
Yeah, I don't even really. I do blame Sanchez, but I don't. He's been good for about 6 months now, and I know it's probably my fault. I praised him last week for the first time in a long time. So he's gone and just booted someone up in the head to prove me wrong. But going like to that, he's a professional footballer. He had two defenders running almost with Mbeumo. Just drop back a bit.
So did he need to be there in the first place? I'd rather
concede a goal and keep 11 players on the pitch than give him a free kick and have someone sent off.
That's the dilemma with goalkeepers, isn't it? Is that they're obviously very instinctive. They're probably being told to play like that sweeper keeper type role. But obviously, this is the flip side of it. That 4 minutes in, you have absolutely destroyed your team. I'm just going to quickly bring up the game because I wanted to check the subs.
So he took off. I understand he's got to take someone off to bring on Jorgensen. He took Esteval off, which when you look at the team, you go, yeah, that's probably the one. He's the youngest, and he's an attacking player. But he then takes Palmer off half hour later, which obviously he's still got a bit of a problem. So if there's any doubt about him, take him off and leave Esteval on.
I think that's the one that's caused the most
the one that's pissed me off the most is then taking Neto off after 7 minutes straight away and bringing on another defensive player. We then only had João Pedro and Palmer, and then when Palmer went off, he brought another CDM on. So we then only had João Pedro, who was an attacking player, playing. What the fuck is that all about?
I mean, I need to take part responsibility because I did captain him this weekend for FPL. Yeah, so I take part responsibility for that.
But I think he panicked. You look at his face when they're looking at the board and deciding who to take off. He looks like a deer in headlights. He looks confused, and I did not. United didn't look good. I know this is in hindsight because he's already made the substitutions.
Yeah,
they didn't look good even with 11 against 10. Really, they weren't that impressive. I know the pitch was very wet. Like the puddles on the pitch.
Yeah, the rain was coming down pretty bad, wasn't it?
That's not going to help the quality of football at all. But it just baffled me why he went so defensive.
I mean, bearing in mind, you look at the players, obviously he made more changes as the game went on, so you bring on...
we'll get on to them ones.
But he doesn't bring on players like Garnacho.
That's the most criminal one for me. I don't like Garnacho. I didn't want to buy Garnacho. This was the perfect game to bring Garnacho into. He'd have a point to prove. He knows the ground.
Yeah.
Get him on. He'll get booed. I don't know. Some players react to that really well. So give him a chance.
Yeah.
He got him warming up. He was showing him the the iPad or whatever they used,
Yeah.
going through tactics, and didn't bring him on.
Supposedly, there is a story behind this. Supposedly, the Garnacho was going to come on, but then Fofana pulled up, so he used Tyreek George instead. That's what I've heard. Whether there's any truth in that or not, but then could you not bring in...
What difference does that mean? Bringing Garnacho or Tyreek George on? They're both the same player.
Yeah.
So he's got Gittins on the bench as well.
Yeah, did bring Jamie Gittins on. You had Mark Gooey on the bench as well.
Yeah.
Has he played at all since he came back off the...
He'll probably play tomorrow or tonight when this goes out, if it goes
for
out
the
tomorrow.
Champions League?
No, we've got Lincoln.
The Cup.
So, yeah.
It just, obviously, Chelsea have had a very stuttering start to this season anyway. They've picked up points in some games, but they've yet to really hit top gear. Was this... Obviously, we'll never know because obviously the 4th-minute red card. Did you see a reaction though when United went down to 10? Did you think then, oh hello, we got a chance here? Because I think it was only 2-0 at the time.
Yeah,
it was 2-0 at the time. Yeah,
was it 38th minute or something?
Yeah, 38th minute he scored. 46th minute he got sent off.
I think that was quite soft, that second yellow.
I do as well.
I couldn't believe he got a second yellow for that.
I think it's a foul.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a yellow.
It's very harsh.
Because I don't know who was it he fouled.
Was it Reece? No, it wasn't Reece James. Who was it?
I can't remember who it was. It was one
Andre
of
Santos.
Andre Santos, that's it. Because Andre Santos, he was going forward with the ball, but I don't think you can necessarily call it a cynical foul because he's running down an alley. There's loads of United defenders around him. He's kind of on his own. He's bought a free kick. He's done his job for the team. I don't think the second yellow was warranted.
No,
but
it's incredibly harsh in my opinion.
The trouble is that Casemiro is so highly experienced. Does he even need to put his hands on him, make that challenge? He's isolated. He's not going anywhere. So I think that was really dumb from Casemiro. Look, let's not get away from the fact that this is, regardless of the circumstances of the win, this is a massive win for United. It's a massive win for Ruben Amorim. I don't think it's the confidence-boosting win that United probably needed because of the circumstances surrounding the win with the 10 men and everything else. If United had gone out and beat you 11v11, 2-1, different story.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see how United can build from this. Can they use it as a platform? I thought Sesko looked a little sharper. I still don't think he needs a goal really to get himself going. But he obviously did win that flick for Mbeumo's header, which might be an avenue they exploit a little bit more going forward.
Their second goal as well, Jorgensen should be covering. That ball is in that air.
It's a long
for
time.
So long, right over the top of him. Just come and punch it, or you should be able to catch that. But in them conditions, all right, maybe don't try and catch it. Get something on it and get it away.
Yeah.
To not come for that when it's in the air that long is just crazy.
So, I mean, where do you've had a very good pre-season with the Club World Cup. You finished off the season last year very strongly as well with the Conference League win.
We played well midweek, even though we lost 3-1 to Bayern. We actually played quite well.
Where is Maresca at this point? Where are Chelsea, I guess, more broadly?
I don't want to get too carried away. It's our first loss in the Premier League, and we're only 5 games in. Last season, we went for a massive patch in the middle of the season where we was quite poor. I said we're going to be inconsistent again this season, and I still believe that we are. But yeah, I think it's too early to get carried away with going, oh my God, with this result. I think we'll be all right still. The injuries haven't helped as well. Palmer's clearly not been fit.
No. Do you think that was it a groin injury that had him out before?
It was a groin injury, yeah.
So have they rushed him back?
Probably. Looks like it. The news I saw earlier is they're happy that he doesn't need an operation.
Right. Okay.
So who knows? The one I'm really annoyed with is Liam Delap because he started really well, and quite a lot of our good stuff at the beginning of the season came through him holding off players, bouncing the ball off of him, things like that, and we haven't got that now.
Yeah, I think, as you say, the injuries are a problem. I think that if I was a Chelsea fan, I'd want Maresca to be reflective of what has happened here. Have I made the right subs? Did I make the right decisions?
I haven't actually seen what he said after the game or if he said anything about the subs, but I would like to think that he realises he made a mistake because he did. He there's no way you should be taking Neto off.
I mean, I think that the glaring obvious things, United fans won't thank me for saying this, but United are a vulnerable team.
Yeah.
So I don't think you'd need to be that petrified and terrified of United by going down to 10 men. Yes, I get it. It's very, very early. You've got to play 86 minutes with 10 players. I get it. But I do think that you could be in that situation. It's a free hit. Because if you go on and get beat 2 or 3-0 by being adventurous, United go away with the praise, and Chelsea get away scot-free because we're down to 10 men for virtually the entire game. But actually,
with the way that United are now, if you do get at them, even with 10 players, and get them on the back foot a little bit, they're going to start getting nervous because they're going to be like, fuck, we can't lose to 10 players, especially the way they have been playing. Get a bit of pressure on them. Like you said, just go and try.
Yeah, see what happens.
Rather than sticking fucking 10 defensive players on the field, basically.
They've got a very nervous back line, mostly due to their goalkeeper. I do think that, and I've got a United friend of mine who's been very full of praise for De Ligt in recent times. He's been pretty solid for them. But they are vulnerable as a group defensively. Even though individuals have been okay, you can see they are vulnerable, especially from set pieces, as an example. So I do think it was a very odd decision to do what he did. As I say, it's just a shame that the game was effectively robbed from us a little bit by those changes because of that red card.
I was really gutted for Esteval because it's his first game against a biggish side on a biggish stage for Chelsea. And it got taken away from him after 4 minutes, which was a shame because I'd really like to have seen what he'd done.
I mean, obviously, as you say, you're not going to get too carried away. You're not going to get too over the top with the criticism and worrying about the start, etc.
I mean, I was fucking fuming. That ruined my whole game.
Really? I couldn't tell, mate, from all your WhatsApp messages.
That might have been the few beers I had as well.
But yeah, I mean, I think there is still definitely areas that Chelsea are going to need to improve on if they do want to be pushing that top four, pushing that top group of teams in the league and trying to go deep into this competition. Which area of the pitch at the moment is your biggest concern?
Goalkeeper. That is it.
Really?
Honestly, goalkeeper.
You're still happy with the attacking situation? Obviously, when Delap comes back from injury.
Yeah, happy with that. Fafana was back. I thought he played pretty well. I like Tosin. I like Chalobah. Got Reece James, Gusto, and you've got Cucurella. Hato still don't really know too much about. He hasn't really shown much yet. But
did Cucurella play?
Yeah, badly.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, no one really shone.
Oh,
I thought James played all right. To be fair to him, he was.
Yeah, touch wood. He's
looked like he really wanted to try and get things going. But
yeah. I mean, I'm definitely touching wood as I say this, but it's nice to see Reece James get at the moment at least, a run of games where he's not getting injured, he's getting some consistency and some form together. And if nothing else, it's a good thing for England, hopefully, as well, because he is, on his day, a fantastic player.
He's one of the best right backs. You can't deny that. He's got everything.
So, yeah, a bit annoyed that Chalobah he was my third sub in FPL, so when he popped up the squad, I was a bit annoyed at that, but... Yeah, as I say, it's just weird because I honestly expected Chelsea to be pretty quick out the gates. I know that they had that weird pre-season because they had the Club World Cup and then they have a break and then the season effectively was starting.
Yeah, we had 2 pre-season games.
Yeah, so it was a weird... I wonder if they'll look at that with the Club World Cup because actually that's quite a disruptive... Actually, from a Premier League perspective, you'd have been better off going out really early because then you could have had a bit more of a pre-season ahead of the Premier League. But actually it's been quite disruptive. So has that played a part in it? Maybe.
I think it's too early for that to play any sort of part in it, personally. I think the only time you're going to see the downfall from that would be towards the back end of the season, I think, when they start getting tired.
Yeah. Obviously, Petrovic now is going to be in goal for...
He's not.
Not Petrovic.
He plays for Bournemouth.
Not Petrovic.
Jorgensen,
sorry.
Yeah.
He's obviously going to be in goal for... is it 3-game ban for Sanchez?
I think so, yeah.
So he'll be in for the next couple. Do you see a scenario where if he does all right that he sticks it?
I don't know because Maresca seems to like Sanchez. I mean, if he has 3 blinding games, then yeah, why should he lose his spot? You know. I do think Sanchez will come back in though. And to be fair to Sanchez, this is his. I know it was a massive mistake.
Yeah.
But this has been his first real mistake since last season because he was brilliant in the Club World Cup and he's been decent at the start of the season. I
think also it should be worth noting that although I'm not part of the goalkeepers union as they call themselves, goalkeepers do get a rough ride, right? Because it feels to me like Sanchez and Onana was obviously he's obviously a more wild example of this because of how bad he was. But goalkeepers, as soon as they get like the tag of being a bit dodgy, it seems like they can never shake it. It's almost like gone for 3-4 seasons without making a mistake, and then they make one mistake and it's like, oh, there he is, he's back again. It's like, I think it's a little bit harsh. I think that we are very quick to label goalkeepers like that when realistically they do only get one shot to get it right, and if they get it wrong, inevitably it's a goal. Whereas defenders, midfielders, striker could miss an open goal once or twice and be labelled as a bad finisher, and then go on a streak of scoring 10 goals and everyone forgets about it. So it's a little bit unfair sometimes with goalkeepers, unless they are just doing it literally every single week, like Onana, and there's been loads of other goalkeepers in the past that have done that. So yeah, I do think that Chelsea have had a stuttering start to the season. I do expect them to pick up. How long is the lap out for?
Till November. It's like 10 weeks.
Quite a long time. I'll do Chelsea a favour. I'll take my captain off of João Pedro.
Thank you.
I'll put it on Haaland because
Well, we got Brighton next, and we don't tend to do well against Brighton.
Right. Okay. I'm going to put it on Haaland, so that gives you a bit more of a chance.
Good, because he needs bringing down a peg or two.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. I'm like the Antichrist. I'm the Antichrist for FPL, aren't I? I think it's been a rocky start. I suppose quick word on United. Well, Dan's not here. Does this change anything for United, this result?
No, not at all. I thought they were still terrible, to be honest with you. And I'm not just saying that to try and wind Dan up. I thought they were really poor. That sort of game you can't really take anything from.
No. I guess that what they've got to take from it is the fact they've got 3 points, that they battled their way through to a win. It wasn't pretty, but they got the result.
Not being funny, we haven't won there for 13 years.
Really? Is it that long? Wow. I did also hear, changing the subject slightly, that Arsenal got an incredible record against top 6 sides at home as well, or something.
Right.
Where they haven't lost in something like 11 or 13 meetings.
Yeah.
I think United will want to build from this, whether they can or not. Brentford is a funny game, because actually I thought that in patches they were quite good against Fulham at the weekend, but Fulham were just clinical.
They weren't too bad against us either.
Yeah, so I don't think that's a foregone conclusion. I still expect United to go there and win based on you look at the players on the sheet, but we know better than to assume what United are going to do. So yes, we'll have to wait and see. So there we go. That's our quick look back at the Chelsea game. We've got the West Ham recap, the next stage in my grief process coming up before we do our predictions for the season. So thanks very much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you soon.
See you later.